So today's daf is daf Ches in Shavuos as we learned for Hashem Kol Beis Yisrael and Son Basar V'Shivya. Yesterday we left off on Chav Zayin Beis, 6 lines from the bottom of the page. Amar Rava, Nishbal Kikar V'Ochla. Let's say you swear that you're not going to eat this loaf of bread and you ate the whole thing. In Shayman Kazayis, if you ate the whole thing except for Kazayis, one Kazayis was left, Nishal Aleh, you can be Mater Neder. In other words, if it's all gone, Achal Kula Nishal Aleh. Once you've eaten the whole thing, now you're responsible. Now, if you did it on purpose, you're chayiv malchus for the Eidem Asra. If you forgot, you swore it and you forgot, when they ate it, you were b'shogeg, and you're chayiv karbonola b'yorei. That's the shvuas b'ita that we're talking about. So I swear I'm not going to eat the whole loaf. I swear I'm not going to eat a loaf of bread, and I ate it. If I left the kazayis over, I haven't finished it yet, I could still be mater netter. If I finished it, you can't. That's what Rava's sheet is. We'll see another opinion shortly. Amalei Ravacha, Braid Rava, Ravashi. Hey, Chadami, what's the case over here? When I swear I'm not going to eat the loaf, eat Domer Shalocha, we just said, I'm not going to eat it. So, mi kazayis kama of the Isur, you are verse one kazayis. I'm not going to eat this from this bread. It's like saying, I'm not going to eat this bread. Okay, if you ate a kazayis, you're chayav already. How could you be shoel on the netter? How could you be mater netter after you finish? You've committed the crime. It's like somebody ate chaylev or ate something you weren't supposed to. Well, I want to be mater netter. You can't take back what was done already. So if you ate a kazayas, or if you just said I swear I'm not going to eat from this bread, and you ate a kazayas, you're already over. How can you be shoel now? If he said I swear I'm not going to eat the whole bread, then why do you need a kazayas? You say if there's kazayas left over, you can still be shoel netter. Afilu kolshu at the top of Chavches. Even if you left over a mashahu, even a small portion. What does that mean? Because I said, I swear I'm not going to eat the whole bread. So if I ate a little piece of it, if I left over a little piece of it, why do I say, if you left over, Rava said, if you ate the whole thing, you can't be shoel netter anymore. If you left the kazayis, you could be shoel netter. Why though? If I said I'm not going to eat the whole bread, even if I left over a little bit of it, a crumb, I haven't eaten the whole bread yet. I should be able to be mater netter. So one answer is he's speaking about where he said, I'm not going to eat the bread, not the whole bread, but I'm not going to eat bread, period. Not going to eat this loaf. Or you could say he's speaking about where he said, I'm not going to eat the whole thing. How? The first way is to say that I'm not going to eat from this bread, even though you're over as soon as you ate a kazayas, but you're still usher to eat the rest of the bread too. I swear I'm not going to eat this loaf. Okay, so if I ate a kazayas, I'm chayiv. True, I'm chayiv. So, but he say as long as something is left over, he said, you could be, as long as there's a kazayis left over, you can be shoel netter. How can you be shoel netter? You already ate a kazayis, you're chayiv on that. So you could say, since I can be shoel on the last kazayis of the bread, because the whole bread is usher to me. So if I could be mater netter and I haven't eaten that yet, even though I ate a kazayis, I might have eaten 100 kazayis, but there's still a kazayis left in there. So that's also also for me to eat. Since I can be shoel netter on that, the netter is still chal, the shvu is still chal on that last kazayas. So since I can be mater neder, I can be shoel on the last kazayas, kazayas kama. So it helps on the first kazayas too, or on the many kazayas that you ate already. That's one is or you could say it's speaking about where he said, I swear I'm not going to eat the whole bread, the whole loaf. So he said, if a kazayas is left, then you can be shoel netter or not. Why? Why do you need a kazayas? Just even less than a kazayas. The answer is ishaya kazayas chashav l'srula. If there's a kazayas left, you can be shoel netter on that. Ilo lo chashav l'srula. If there's not a kazayas left, it's almost meaningless. Less than a kazayas is almost immaterial. So you can't be shoel on that. So because according to Rava, if you made a shvua, you're not going to eat the whole bread, and you ate the whole bread, you can't be shoel netter anymore. If you said if you ate the whole bread, if a kazayas is left over, you could still be shoel netter. Either because I said I swear I'm not going to eat the bread, and as long as there's a kazayas left over, even though I've already been over, I've already eaten the whole kazayas, but since the whole bread is usher for me to eat, I said I'm not going to eat this loaf, so the whole thing is usher to me. So since there's a kazayas left over that I can be shoel on that, the she'ela works on the first kazayas too. If I said I'm not going to eat the whole bread, then we say, why does it have to be kazayas left over, even a mashu? If it's only a mashu, it's not choshev enough to be shoel netter on. Meisvei, case we had yesterday. Misha understand Naziris. A man said, I want to keep a Naziris twice, 2 periods of 30 days. Umana Rishoni, he counted the first 30 days, v'hifar shalai carbon, and he set aside a carbon, to be matar himself after 30 days. And afterwards, he was shoel on the first netter. Also lo shni b'rishona. In other words, let's say he kept, we're coming up now, let's say the month of June, just to give an example, right? Or the month of Sivan, which is 30 days, right? Because Tammuz was only 29 days, right? So Sivan is 30 days. So Sivan is 30 days, or June is 30 days. So I said I'm going to keep 2 Naziruses, right? So I counted 30 days and I set aside a carbon, and then I was shoel on the first Nazirus. The second one took the place of the first one. In other words, even though I swore at the beginning of June or at the beginning of Sivan that I'm going to be in this a Nazir for two Naziruses, and I fulfilled the whole 30 days, now I was shoel on the first one. The second Nazirus took the place retroactively of June. Even though it's the end of June, it took place of that. Also, Lishni Barishona. So what do you see? Even though the first one is gone, think about it. What are we saying? What's Rava's point? That once you made a shvua, that you're not going to eat the whole loaf. And you ate the whole loaf, can't be sholen anymore. So why by Nazirus, you say, if you set aside, I said I'm going to be a Nazir to the month of June, 30 days. Twice. I'm going to be twice. And then 30 days pass, and I set aside the carbon, and I'm shoel on the first one. That means the first Nazirus is gone. The second Nazirus took the place of June. I don't have to keep another 30 days now. It took the place. Why? The first 30 days is gone. If the first 30 days is gone, according to Rava, you can't be shoel on it anymore. Very sad. You're hinting at the answer. Nazirus 2 depends on Nazirus 1. In other words, we're going to get to that in a minute. That's going to be the answer. That the question is, if Rava says that once you've made a shvua and you've violated the whole shvua, it's too late. You can't be matron eder anymore. Here you see by Nazirus, even though the first 30 days is gone, first 30 days, you can still be shoel on the Nazirus, and the second will take the place of the first one. So the first answer, we're going to get to your answer. The first answer is keeper. He didn't do a kapar yet. He didn't bring his karbanos. In other words, the Nazirus is not completed. In the question, we assume if he did 30 days already, it's finished. So how could you be matron eder on that? According to Rav, says once you're finished, you're finished. You can't be matron eder. The answer is not finished because he didn't bring his karbanos yet at the end of Nazir's period. Vatanya, we learned keeper. We learned that even though he was machaber, he didn't shave yet. Rabbi Lazar goes like, and you haven't shaven yet. In other words, you're not allowed to shave during the Nazir's period, but after Nazirus is over, you have to shave. That completes the Nazirus. And Rabbi Lazar holds that if you haven't shaven yet, you're still a Nazir. You haven't completed it yet. I have a tiny gilach. We learn a brisa that he not only brought his karbonos, but he also shaved. And still he can be shown that on that. Rav Ashi says the answer that you, Moshe, wanted to give. Nazirus kamaramas, you're asking Kash from Nazirus. What caused the second Nazirus not to take effect yet? Rishona, the first one, it's not here. What do you mean by that? When I say I'm going to be Nazirus, during the month of June, I want to take it upon myself 2 Naziruses. Well, you can't do both at the same time, right? You can't do both. One, what prevents the second one from taking place? The first one. Got to complete the first one first. But if the first one's not there, the second one took the place. The second one effectively took the place. So how do you know if during the month of June you kept the first one at the second one? If you have the first one, so the second one's a chal. But if the first one's gone, the second one's chal. So the second one was there all along, which effectively the second one was there all along. The Aina means he was shoel neder on that. In other words, since the Talmud Chacham is oker the neder l'mafrei, it was never there. The second one took that place. So when he was shoel on the first one, you could say, when you look at it in retrospect, during the month of June, he kept the second one. Where was the first one? The first one was hanging out there, and he was matron eder that. That one was still chal all along. That's how Rashi explains it, that the first one was there all along. It says Rashi in the narrow lines, Rav Ashi in Zeres Karamas, about 10, 12 lines from the top of the page in Rashi. Once you violated your shvua, you can't be shoel anymore. You know why? It comes to Nazirus, what caused the second one not to take effect? How do you know that during the month of June was the first one, not the second one? Right? Only because the first one was there. El Rishona, the Tema Ozl Rishona. But you ask that Tema Ozl Rishona, the first one's gone. It's a charati. He was oker the first neder. When he counted during the month of June, that was really the second one. If he counted the second one, where was the first one? The first one was still there. He was still when he was shol on the first neder, the neder was still there because what was the month of June is really the second one. Aval kicker, but if I swear I'm not going to eat the bread, the loaf of bread, once it's gone, it's gone. Also, you can't be shol anymore. That's how Rav will maintain his argument.
Is this one neder or
Two netters, two netters, right? But they can't be chal at the same time. But who's to say that when you kept the month of June was the first one? It could be the second one. So the second, what keeps the second one from being chal? Because the first one's chal. You can't have one, you can't have two at the same time. So, but with the first one you show it on, second one's chal. So it could be that you could look at it retrospectively and say, second was there all along. They kept the second one. The first one is what he was showing on. In other words, the first one was there when he was showing on it. The first one was still there because what really took place in June was the second one. So retroactively look at it that way. All right, as long as even if he brought his karbanos and he finished it already, but you could say that the month of June could have just as well been the second one as well as the first one. Meimer disagrees with Rava. Rava said if you made a neder and you violated in total, too late. That's it. You can't be shalom. Even if you ate the whole thing, you could still be shalom anymore. Why? Why? Because if it was if you finished it, you're done. It's like I didn't have I ate chaylev that I shouldn't have eaten. I'm chayiv bring a carbon. How could I say I didn't eat it? That's why if he was b'shogeg, meaning that when he violated it, he forgot that he had made the neder mechusar carbon. He still say he had bring a carbon, so his nazirus is not over yet, right? Or in the case of eating and not nazirus, case of I swear I'm not going to eat the bread, eat the loaf, and he ate the loaf. That's the carbon rate, right? He remembered afterwards. Even mazid, and if he did it on purpose, it was Edom and Asra, B'chusar Malkus. He's not finished until he gets his Malkus. Aval kafsu al, but if they were about to give him Malkus, they tied him to the pillar at which they where they administer the lashes. Low. Then he's finished already. Because Shmuel kafsu. If they tied him up al amud, the embarrassment there, Varas, and he ran away, mi bezdin potter, because he's already suffered the embarrassment. In other words, once they've tied him up, then he's finished. He's done the Aveira, he's got his punishment, too late to be sure. But it's not quite true. It's not true the comparison with Shmuel. Why? Hasam Ras, Hachalo Ras. Remember, we learned this in Makos, that if they tied him on the Amud and he ran away, so the embarrassment of running away, that's like the Nikla Chicha Beinecha, Rashi in the first of the wide lines. He was shamed by that one by running away. That's Nikla Chicha. He's already been embarrassed enough. He's already suffered enough. That's only when he ran away. But over here, if he didn't run away, and he didn't get the lashes yet. The shvu is still hanging out there, and you could be shol on that too. Now we come to another inyan, but it's related to the first thing. We learned before that when you make the neder, it can't be honest. What does honest means? That I forgot about it. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't realize I made the neder. Now, we're not talking about when you were over on the neder, when you violated the neder. But when I made the neder, I didn't realize that I was making a neder. That's what he had before. But honest, he didn't realize that he made that. He didn't realize what he was saying, or he didn't realize what was going on. So in a case like that, that's an honest, and it's not a neder at all, right? Meaning he didn't know. It was like an accident. He didn't realize that he made the neder or that it was taking effect. So what happens in a case like so? In order for the neder to be chal, he has to have in mind, I know what I'm doing. I swear I'm not going to eat this loaf of bread. I knew what I was doing. Later on, when I ate the loaf of bread, again, if there was Edom and Asra, we get Malkus. But in a regular case of Korban Yard, I forgot that I made the neder. I ate the bread. Afterwards, I was reminded that I ate the bread. I have to bring a Korban Yard. That's a shogeg. But at the time that he made the neder, he knew what was going on. He knew he's made the neder. So listen to this. Amar Rava. Shvur shalochel kikar zu im ochel zu. A man said like this: I swear I'm not going to eat this loaf. We'll call the loaf B. If I eat A. If I eat A, I can't. If I eat A, a loaf A, then I make a shvur that I'm not going to eat loaf B. Loaf B will be awesome me. But ocheles rishona b'shogig. Now, when I ate the first one, let's say this is on Sunday. On Sunday, I said, if I eat the loaf A during the week, then loaf B will usher to me. Is loaf A usher for him to eat? No, that's the condition. If I eat A, I can't eat B. B is the neder. The neder, the shvua, is on B. Now, therefore, I made this. I said this on Sunday. On Wednesday, I ate A, but when I ate A, I didn't remember that I made the shvua. So when is the shvua really chal? The shvu is chal. I say if I eat A is the condition. If I eat A, I can't eat B. Then B is also to me. When is the shvu chal? When I eat A. But when I ate A, I forgot what I had said. So that's called onus. You understand? On Wednesday, when I ate A, when I fulfilled the condition, if I eat A, I shouldn't eat B. I had forgotten. I didn't realize it was. That's called onus. It's like an accident. I didn't realize I ate it. I ate A by chance. I was sitting down. I had breakfast. I forgot that I had said if I eat A, I can't eat B. So here he said, Amarava shvu shel ochel kikar zu im ochel zu. I swear I'm not going to eat B if I eat A. Doesn't matter. The order is not important. I'm not going to eat B if I eat A. When I ate A, b'shogeg, v'ashniya b'mezit. When I ate B, I realized, oh yeah, I wasn't supposed to eat B, right? I wasn't supposed to eat B. Yeah, but at the time when the shvu was supposed to be chal, when I ate A, I'd forgotten about it. And the shvu is not chal. Then you're potter. There's no shvu. Understand? Even though I wasn't supposed to eat B if I ate A. But when I ate A, I had to be in mind. I had to know what I was doing when the shvu had to be chal. Then you're potter. Rishona b'mezit. Let's say the first one I ate b'mezit. In other words, I ate A, I knew what I was doing. The shvu was chal. V'shniya b'shogeg. And then when I ate B, I was forbidden to eat B, but I forgot at the time. I forgot it. Then chayv, I bring a carbon because I had forgotten. In other words, the shvu was chal. I said on Sunday, if I eat A on Wednesday, then I can't eat B on Friday. And I remembered when I ate A, I remembered it. I remembered what I was doing, and the shvu was chal. Then I forgot about it on the end. I'm chayv. I did it on purpose. I must be malchus, but I chayv a carbon. Let's say, well, I forgot when I ate A and I forgot when I ate B. Then you're potter because the shvu was not chal. Okay, and I'm at base. Shtein b'mezit. Let's say I knew on both of them. I knew when I ate A that I wasn't supposed to eat. That if I ate A, that would trigger the shvua for B. And when I ate B, I knew what I was doing too. So ochle letznai. If I ate the A first, what do you chayv over there? You chayv malchus. If I knew it was in Fuzedim and Asra, I'm chayv malchus for that. I knew what I was doing. When I ate A, I knew that I was triggering the shvua. When I ate B, I knew what I was doing. Ochle surah. But let's say I ate B first. Listen carefully. I ate B first, not A. So when I ate B, I'm sorry, did I say A or B? Ochle l'sur. I ate B first. I think I said A. So if I ate B first, then when I ate B first, I knew that it was also for me to eat B if I was going to eat A. Okay. Then I ate A, which fulfilled the condition. So what's machlokes there? In other words, when I ate B, they warned me, hey, if you eat B, and if you eat A afterwards, then you're also to eat B. You know what you're doing. You know you're eating B right now. You know that if you eat B and afterwards you eat A triggers B. The order is not important at this case because I knew what I was doing, right? So, the one who holds what? That's Rabbi, I think that's Rabbi Yochanan. Asra Safik Shma Asra. You're chayav. Why? Because when I ate B, they warned me. You know what? You eat this, you may be chayav if you subsequently eat A, even though it's a Asra Safik. You're not sure that if I eat this, I'm going to be chayav. It's possible I'll be chayav if I eat afterwards. Then you're chayav. Laman Domer Lav Shma Asra. You're potter. Okay. That's all simple so far, right? Yeah. That's all simple, right? That's simple so far.
If you eat B first.
And I did it on purpose. I knew what I was doing.
Yeah, but when you eat A, B isn't in existence anymore.
Right.
So why should I be?
Because the condition was, if I eat A, I can't eat B. The condition was not the order. The condition was, if I eat A, I can't eat B. Now, when I was about to eat B, I knew what I was doing. I remember the whole thing. And when I'm going to eat A afterwards, when I eat A after, again, if I ate A first, then I ate B, you're chayav eating malchus, right? But if I ate B and then I ate A, that's what it says, achli surah, bahar achla atanai, then it depends. When I ate B, they warned me, you know what? If you eat B, you may be chayav if you subsequently eat A. The condition was not first or second.
Why would it be chayav? It's not in existence anymore.
What's not in existence?
B.
You're chayav for eating B when you ate B. Based on the suffix, when you eat A, when A takes effect subsequently
but it wasn't usher yet.
I knew it was usher to eat if I'm going to eat A. I knew that.
But right now, it's not.
Right now, okay, it's chal. That's how it's chal. It's asra suffix. Take a look at Rashi. Big asra suffix of a kama. Bainami asra suffix. That's asra b'shas achilas isra b'inan. The ain kan el asra suffix. You need asra at the time of the isser. Al Tochlenu. According to Rabbi Yochanan, you're chayav. According to Rabbi Shlokish, not chayav. According to Rabbi Yochanan, you would. Right? Not fair. V'im Mr. B'Shas Achilas Hashniya Al Tochel Shariata over Al Rishon Lemafreya. Afish Asros Vadi Ein Asra Shein Malchus Ba Yidei Achilazu. That's Rish Lakish's opinion, right? The Flieg Basra Suffolk here comes, says Rashi at the beginning of the narrow lines. V'Ainami Asra Suffolk. Dasra B'Shas Achila Isser Be'inan. The Asra B'Shas Achilas Isser Be'inan. Ve'in Kan Asra Suffolk. Al Tochlu Shema Tochel Es Hashniya. V'Nimsa over Al Zulam Afreya. That's Machlokas. Is it a suffix or not? Is it a suffix or a suffix? V'Misra B'Shas Achilas Hashniya. Al Tochlu, don't eat it. Sharei Ata over Al Rishona Lemafreya. Vafapisha Asras Vade at that point. And Asras a Malchus Ba Yidei Achilazu. Why? Because the Malchus is not for eating A, it's for eating B. So it depends if you hold Asras suffix as a Smasra or not. Now the next case. What's the next case? Talan Zubazu. If he said each one, not only if I swear if I eat A, I can't eat B, but also if I eat B, I can't eat A. They're both conditions and they're both Isurim. Talan Zubazu. Lo ochazu im ochazu. V'lo ochazu im ochazu. Again, Talan Zubazu. Lo ochazu im ochazu. Lo ochazu im ochazu. I'm not going to eat B if I eat A, and I'm not going to eat A. I'm not going to eat A if I eat B. V'ochazu b'zad natzma b'shugas chaverta. And when he ate each one, he knew that it was usher. But what happened when he ate the conditional one? The conditional one he had forgotten. Again, the key is when is the shvuah chal? When at the time that the shvuah chal, when I fulfill the condition. And let's say I say if I eat B, I can't eat A. Okay, so when is the isser chal? When I eat B. And if I say I can't eat B if I eat A, then A is the condition. You have to know what you're doing at the time of the condition. So he says like this: if I ate each one, he knew that it was also to eat this one, right? Right? If he fulfilled the condition. But at the time that the condition was fulfilled, he had forgotten about the whole thing. Then it's not chal. So again, im ochozu, each time he knew that what he's missing is usher, but when he had to fulfill the condition, he had forgotten that. Then you're potter. In each case, when you ate it, you had forgotten that this was usher to eat. But about the condition, when you made the condition, when the condition was fulfilled, you knew what you were doing. Okay, so then you're chayiv. Now Rashi says here you're only chayiv on the second one. Why? Because when I ate the first one, I knew that it was usher to me. We're not talking about the words Adam and Asra over here. Simply you chayiv a carbon for the second one. When I ate the first one, it was mutter to eat A, because like you say, the condition, if B was the condition, wasn't fulfilled yet. So even though I knew what I was doing, but I hadn't do anything b'yisr. But if on the one when I answered on the other side, when I answered B if I ate A, now what happened? I knew what I was doing. When I ate the condition for A, when A was the condition, I knew what I was doing. So that fulfilled this, that made the shvuah chal. And then when I ate B, even though I forgot about it, that's what I'm chayiv a carbon. So I'm chayiv for eating carbon B. Shtein b'shoga. Here's Rashi in the wide lines, when the lines turn very wide, or right, the second line. When he ate the first one, he forgot about that because the condition was never fulfilled. When he ate the second one, he remembered that he swore on the first one. The first one was also only dependent on the second one. Chayiv carbon ala shniya. He's chayiv for the second one. Sherei chalash shvuasa alav b'tchilasa ukshe'achla over al shvuasa shogeg. Avo malchus harishona, where he said he was amazed on his own when he was amazed when he ate A, right? But at the time he was amazed when he ate A, right? He was amazed on that he knew this was usher if he fulfilled the second one. Again, he knew what he was doing then, but if he knew what he was doing, that it was usher to eat A if if he ate B would be the condition. There was no shvua there. Hilkach lo lucky. V'lo krida bei ein shamadiya so eitzel shniya lepotra mikarben misham avayin lavor ala shvua shamei ein mezin zu avera. He knew what he was doing, but it's not an avera because there was no shvua. Shvua wasn't chal there yet because he hadn't eaten B. Therefore, it's not the usher. What happens? Let's go on the other two cases. Shtein back in the Gemara. Shtein b'shogeg potter. If he ate both b'shogeg, meaning he didn't fulfill any condition. He ate A and he ate B, forgetting everything. He didn't remember that this was a condition. Shtein b'mezid, again, if he ate both in b'mezid, meaning he knew what he was doing and he knew there was a condition. So ashniya machayev, he's chayev on the second one, even malchus, if it was Zaydim and Asrak, he did it b'mezid. B'mezid, right? B'mezid, you're not chayev. We learn about Shavuos Eidos and Hashem that there we had mentioned before that you're chayiv a shogeg or mezid, but on Shavuos Bita you're only chayiv a korban b'shogeg, and mezid you're chayiv malchus. So shtein b'mezid, if he ate both of them mezid, hashniya machayiv, arishona. So on the second one he's chayiv. Why? Because when he ate A, let's say he ate A first, so that fulfilled the condition that forbade him from eating B. So on the second one he's chayiv. Right, he's chayiv even malchus because he did it on purpose. On the first one, what about the first one? When he said if you eat A, you might be chayiv if you fulfill the condition of B. Rishona plukter depends on machlok because of asra suffix shema asra or not. Amar of Mari afanan mitini. We see it also in another brisa in the Dorim. Nidre shkagos ketzad talks about different kinds of Dorim that are not chal. Let's say in the Dorim that just coming to urge somebody to do something or exaggerating something, or you did that by mistake, like onsen. What a nidre shkagos inadvertently kesad. Konim imachalti b'mshasisi. I know I haven't eaten and drinking anything, and this is also to me if I ate. I'm sure I didn't eat anything. He forgot that he had eaten already. He made a mistake. V'nisker and he remembered. Nisker she'achol v'shasa. Then it's not chal. Or she'eni ochel she'eni shosa. He says, he says, I'm not going to eat, I'm not going to drink. He made a mistake. In other words, at the time that he made the netter, he didn't know. Rashi says over here, Rashi further down in the wide lines, and Rashi explains that it's not like I'm swearing I'm not going to eat this. This is also to me if I eat it. And he forgot about it. Mutter ba'osa netter. In other words, he said like this item is going to be usher to me if I eat it. If I eat this, if I eat A, B will be usher to me. But at the time that he ate A, he forgot that he made the netter. See, if I just say, I swear I'm not going to eat this, okay, the netter is chal right then. But if I made it conditional upon something, at the time, when is the netter chal? When I fulfill the condition. At that time, I have to remember that I made the netter. Later on, I forgot and I was over on the netter. That's what Rashi explains this case too. She'eni ochel, she'eni sosa. He explains that this is B is also to me if I eat or drink. I'm not going to eat or drink. Shachach, when I ate or drank, I forgot that I fulfilled the condition. Mutter. It's mutter because the netter or the shvu, however you made it, is not chal. The Tanya law, we learned about that. Just like a netter made b'shogeg is mutter, kach shvu shkagos also mutar. In that case, it was a netter, but the same idea. This is the proof to what he said. What? Like Rava. Rashi says, Afanan mitanina Rava. Again, I said on Sunday that if I eat A on Wednesday, then B will be also to me. But I have to remember on Wednesday when I fulfill the condition that I made the shvu. Otherwise, the shvu is not chal. The shvu does not take effect if I didn't remember, because I made it conditional upon something. At the time that I fulfilled the condition, I have to remember about the netter. Eipha, that was his name. Eipha was a brother of Avimai. Rashi says they were both brothers. They were both two brothers. Rashi brings it down. Eipha Avimai b'nei Rachva Pumptisa. They were the sons of Rachva. And Eipha, Tani Shavuos learned about the halachas of Shavuos Bei Rabbah in the yeshiva of Rabbah. Paga Bei Avimai Achua. His brother Avimai met him. So Avimai was learning, testing or questioning Eipha. Amar Lei, so Avimai said to Eipha, oh, you learned Shavuos? I'll ask you a few questions. Amalei, Shavuos lo achalti mao. What happens if I swear I didn't eat the sandwich yesterday, and then I swear it again? Would you say that's shvua chal shvua? Why? Because once you made it out, you can not that. That's not true. You should all ask the same question. If I swear I'm not going to eat the loaf of bread in its entirety, and then I swear I'm not going to eat the loaf of bread in its entirety a second time, then the shvua, second shvua is not chal. But if I swear I did something or I didn't do something, as soon as I swore falsely, it's over. If I swear I didn't eat, at 11 o'clock in the morning, I swore I didn't eat a sandwich yesterday. At 12 o'clock, I swear again, I didn't eat a sandwich yesterday. The both netters were there. Because as soon as I made the net, it's a sheker, and I'm chayiv for shvua shav. A shvua sheker, not shvua shav, shvua sheker. So he answered him wrong. Again, poga be'avima yachu amalei, shvua shlo achalti mao, amalei ein chayiv alachas, you only chayiv one. Amalei shtabashti, made a mistake. Haaretz is shvua sheker. It's not like a shvuas beater. A shvuas beater, if I swear I'm not going to eat the loaf of bread in its entirety, and then I swear again I'm not going to eat the loaf's entirety, and I swear 100 times, you only chayiv once. What's the purpose? The purpose is of course, that if I was mater netter on the first one, the second one or the third one could be chal afterwards. Yeah, but right now you only chayiv. Why is ein shvua chal shvua? Because once I swore the first time, it's a mitzvah to fulfill that shvua and not eat. And if I now make another shvua, it's a shvua ala shvua, it's a shvua and a mitzvah, and ein shvua ala mitzvahs because you're already forsworn to keep that. But in the case of shvua sheker, I talk about the past. I could swear, if I swear 100 times I didn't eat the sandwich, I'm chayiv on each one. Okay, then he asked him another question. First, I swore I'm not going to eat 9 figs, let's say, or 9 dates. And then I swore figs. Then I swore I'm not going to eat 10 dates. What do you say there? Chayiv in each and every one. Chayiv for 2 shvuos, one for not eating 9. For no, Shtabashi made a mistake there too. If you didn't eat 9, 9's included in 10. Notice you can't get to 10 without eating 9. So once I swore that I can't eat 9, obviously I can't eat 10. So therefore, you say you're chayiv in each and every one. No, you're not chayiv in each and every one because 10 includes 9. So once I swore I can't eat 9, you can't get to 10 without eating 9. So therefore, it is a shvua chal shvua and ein shvua chal shvua. Then he asked him another question. What about the reverse? Shvua shlo ochel eser v'teisha. First he swore you're not going to eat 10 figs. Then he swore you're not going to eat 9 mao. Again, Amrli answered him, ein chayiv achas, you only chayiv 1 because he thought that's the same thing. You just said 9 and 10 is one is included the other. You swore you made a mistake. Eser lo ochel. When I swear I'm not going to eat 10, I could eat 9. Hatesha, mia, I could eat. So now when I swear I'm not going to eat 9, that does take effect. When I first swore I'm not going to eat 9, and then I swear I'm not going to eat 10, well, 10 includes the 9, right? I can't get to the 10 without eating the 9. So you could say shvua chal shvua. But if I swore first 10 and then 9, I left room for that to be open. Amar Abaya, even though Avimai, his brother, slugged up Ephah on all 3 cases, so Abaye has a point that Amar Abaye is zim the meshkachas laha de Ephah. Sometimes you could find that Ephah is right, that in this last case, where he said what? You know, chayiv 1, when he said first 10 and then 9, first answer 9, first answer 10, and then he answered 9. So Avimai said, no, you made a mistake because answer 9. They're not. It's not. You can't say you're chayiv 1. It's 2 separate shvuos. Because when you swore you're not going to eat 10, that means you could eat 9. So when you swore then afterwards you're going to eat 9, you can't eat 9. That's a separate shvuah. It's chal. Abaye says sometimes Ephah is right that it's only chayiv 1. Kinamar like his Rebbe Rabbah said. Doma Rabbah Abaye's Rebbe. Doma Rabbah shvuah shelo ochel te'enim v'anav. Let's say he says I swear I'm not going to eat today figs and grapes. I'm not going to eat figs and grapes together today. Then he says shvuah shlo ochel ten. Then I said I'm not going to eat figs today. Those are 2 separate shvuos. Why? Because the first one was I'm not going to eat figs with grapes. Then I swear I'm not going to eat figs alone. Right? The first one says I'm not going to eat figs with grapes together. Then when I said I'm not going to eat figs, that could be chalke. That's a separate isser. Okay, v'ochel teinim, and then I ate figs. V'yifish korban. I made a mistake. I forgot about both nadarim, and I ate the figs. Then I remembered I have to make a korban for the teinim. Then I ate the grapes by themselves. What do you say there? Since I already separated a korban for the teinim, now when I eat the anavim, I didn't eat anavim I didn't eat grapes with figs, just grapes. Havala anavim chatzi shiur. Suddenly chatzi shiur, but chatzi shiur lo machayev korban. You're not chayev a korban for that because the first netter was I'm not going to eat grapes, I'm not going to eat teinim and anavim. And then I said, I'm not going to eat tainim. I ate the tainim by mistake, and I separated a carbon for it. It's like I'm getting a kapara for that. Now I ate grapes alone, but the grapes alone can't be mitzaref with the figs if I don't eat figs again, because it's only half. I only said figs and grapes. The first netter only chayev if you ate figs and grapes together. And here, on the figs, I already brought a carbon for that. Hochanami in our case too could go into Kamar Shvuah Shlo Ochel Eser. When he first swore, what happened? What was the third question that Avimai posed to his brother Ephah? If I swear I'm not going to eat 10 figs, then I swear I'm not going to eat 9 figs, right? That Ephah said you only chayiv 1. He says, no, 10 means you can't eat 10, but you could eat 9, right? So the second one could be chal. And right, so you could be chal. What do you mean could be chal? So when I ate 9, I'm chayiv for the second one. When I ate the 10th one, I'm chayiv for the first shvuah, for not eating 10, right? That's what he answered me, chayiv 2. But in this case, when he says he swore he's not going to eat 10 figs, then he swore he's not going to eat 9 figs, he ate 9, the hifish carbon, and he separated a carbon. He realized what he did. He brought a carbon for that. Then when he ate the 10th one, the 10th fig can't be mitzaref to the other 9, because the other 9 he brought a carbon for already. So Abai just points out that if he brought a carbon after he ate the 9, then Ephah would be correct. That what that Ephah was right when he answered him. And chayiv 1, Taka would only be chayiv 1. Avi might answer no, you're chayiv 2, because when you say you're not going to eat 10, that means you could eat 9. Now when you eat 9, you're chayiv for that 9, and when you eat the 10th one, you're chayiv for the 10th one. You're chayiv 2 carbon. He says, yeah, but if you separated a carbon after the 9, you wouldn't be chayiv for the 10th one anymore. So it could be that Ephah would be right in that case. So I'll pick it up from the Mishnah tomorrow. Mitzvah Hashem. Have a good day. Call to.